Our wonderful DM, Felipe, is taking us through his one shot. And the adventurers being myself, Ethan, and my two companions, Kyle and Carlos. I guess I'll just jump off there by describing Burley, the Dragonborn Barbarian. He's a black dragon-born, and he's definitely lives up to the name, Burley. You can see he's well-defined, and you can see the clothes that he's wearing. They look like they're a little tattered, and they look a little bit like military garb.
Enough of that. This is Kyle, playing Thalnor Amkathra, a human fighter. He is noble, and you can tell that he's noble. He has lush blonde hair and goes shoulder length.
Wow.
He is
Shoulder
wielding...
width.
Yes, that as well. He is wielding... All his gear that he's wielding has a symbol on it, which would be the symbol of the Amkathra, which is 3 flames coming out, 2 on top of one another. He's wearing chainmail, and currently has lost his left hand.
I wonder how that...
He's only wielding one sword.
I wonder how that happened.
Prone to being caught by cultists.
Yes. Hopefully no more cultists.
And lastly, we have Carlos,
who is playing as Riven Farrowhell, the human paladin. He is also a noble, but he was born the 8th child of a minor noble family. I am accustomed to privilege and the comforts that come with it, but recognizing that I will never inherit, I will set out as a youth and find my own path.
So, Riven Farrowhell, a human paladin, was venturing towards Mossbank to spend the night, and also you want to check out something that you've heard that's called Battle of the Barbarians.
I'm one of those.
Yes, he was pointing to himself. He's a barbarian. Not yet. So you've heard about this interesting like Fight Club-esque event that goes on in Mossbank that seems to be gaining a lot of attention lately. And you want to check it out. You want to see. You've heard that it's only meant for barbarians, but you also want to see if it's something that you yourself potentially would be involved in because there's money involved.
I wouldn't do it for the money.
Okay.
I just do it for raising my god's glory.
Okay, so for clout.
Yes.
Perfect.
Not my clout, but my god's clout.
Yeah, God clout. And
Selfless, very selfless.
And you, Burley, you are going there for the exact same reason, only you've heard a lot more about this.
Mm-hmm.
You found yourself in need of coin during your travels. I'm not sure what your background is, but I'm guessing that it's not rare to say that you're not particularly rich.
No, I'm on the out.
Yeah, so you need gold.
I'm not very liquid.
Financially irresponsible.
I wouldn't say that. I would say through circumstances not of my own control. I'm just not of a lot of coin right now.
All right.
Okay.
So I could use a little pocket change.
Okay. So as you start walking, you all are greeted with just a little bit of a cold air that seems to be really warranted and really appreciated during your travels as you guys are now heading towards Neverwinter, which is known to be a little colder. Is that correct?
It's never winter there.
But isn't that like a
misnomer?
I think it is a misnomer, Neverwinter.
I was going to say the same.
It's summer all the time. It's like a Greenland, Iceland type
Unless
situation.
it is that, in which case, you guys, as you're walking down the path that you know leads to Mossbank, you are greeted with a lot of trees on your side. It's a very green area. You see plenty of friendly little critters as you approach. And you notice that you have maybe another 2 miles to go, but you start seeing the tips of some houses in the distance, maybe some of the larger ones. You start seeing a little bit of the outlines of the walls that surround the area. As you guys are walking,
Only
you guys
me and Thalmor.
right. So you two are walking, but I'm saying like, do you two
Okay.
Yeah.
talk at all? Like, is there anything?
Yeah, I just wanted to say Thalnor. So how's your hand coping? Now that you're missing one.
Well, it's not really there anymore. I've gotten used to it, but my right hand is getting more adept at things.
What kind
The general
of things?
stuff.
Do you still find yourself reaching for your left hand? even though it's no longer there.
Well, I mean, it's been some time since I lost it, so I've gotten quite used to not relying on it. But I do find it that sometimes I go in to grab something and I just whiff. I don't get it.
Well, it will get better, my friend, I'm sure.
It won't grow back.
Oh, no, it definitely won't.
So
Well, maybe we could find someone in the city to give you a prosthetic.
During your conversation, you notice towards your left, out of the trees, comes a dragonborn barbarian, just walking, and it
Wonder
just
who that is.
yes, you can take guesses if you'd like.
I would say he's more lumbering.
Lumbering, okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to describe how you come out, because essentially you guys are heading towards the right place, the same place. So you're coming out to reach the same path as them.
Right. So he would definitely is pushing branches and bushes aside, lumbering through. He does not look.
Majestic.
He doesn't look majestic. Yeah, he's just kind of barreling towards this path, and you can tell he's on a mission.
Okay. So this dragonborn, who appears to be clearly on a mission, meets the same path as you guys and is walking in the same direction as you. Do you say anything to each other, or do you just continue? It's a smaller path, so this is like walking through like a high school hallway. So
Are we the only people heading towards
yes,
this
it's
direction?
just you guys.
Just us three.
Nobody
and
else is on
he
the
just
road.
kind of walks at our pace, joins our.
Do you walk in the same pace as them?
I would think that I'm slightly outpacing them just
Okay.
through sheer like determination, but upon passing them and meeting their glance, I would give a kind of nod of approval or nod of recognition, because I'm assuming that they're going to the same place that I am, and they have the same goal
a fair assumption
as me. So
I just yell out, "Hail!"
I would stop and turn to them. I do a little salute. Hail. How goes thee?
Well, how about thee?
Are you off to Mossbank as well?
I'm assuming you are for the barbarian dueling pits.
And Burley kind of beats his chest a little bit. To prove my strength.
Well, we're heading in the same direction. Well, Thalnor, do you think he could accompany us? Safety in numbers and all.
I believe he can come along with us. Just keep an eye out.
Burley looks at
Burley.
Thalnor. He's like, I do not think you are capable of participating.
No, I came to wager.
There are two sides to every competition.
There's always a winner.
You are on one side, and I am on the other.
Very well.
Very well.
But I have come
I'm
to
not sure what that
participate,
means.
to raise awareness to my god, Bahamut, the dragon god. I'm sure you might have heard of him.
Of course. Bahamut. And he nods again in recognition of a fellow follower.
So, during your chattering, you guys, the three adventurers, finally reach Mossbank. You're greeted by towering walls. Well, maybe not towering. They're certainly not impressive.
Oh.
They're the typical made out of wood, meant to keep whatever they can out, but clearly they could use a little more help. This is a smaller town, and you're aware of that just through hearsay. As you start approaching, you see a portly human with a bushy brown mustache walking around. You see him yelling orders and just saying a bunch of things to seemingly few people. His way of acting almost is as if he's commanding a large crowd of people, when in reality he's just talking to like one person. He seems to be yelling friends a lot, and he says that to like one person. As you approach, he turns and he notices you, and you see his facial expressions completely change, almost like into desperation. And he comes up to you, smiling. You notice his smile beams with two golden front teeth, and his eyes are very shifty, as if he's looking around, trying to find something. Is somebody walking in front of anybody else here, or are you guys all just like a line?
I think I might take charge.
Yeah, Burley did say he was walking a little faster.
Yeah.
A little determined.
Oh, okay. So
I'll be in front.
so he just notices that you're the first person to start walking up, and he almost stops you guys. He like holds his hands out and goes,
Hello, adventurers. Welcome to Mossbank.
Those.
What do you say?
Those teeth of yours.
Oh, yes, well, they're my, I use them to keep some of my assets close to me. Welcome to Mossbank. May I ask for your reason of being here?
I feel like he didn't go to speech class when he was young.
Let me see those things. And Burley kind of leans in.
Can I, excuse me.
he kind of pushes you. He places his hand like near you, hoping that you maybe take a step back instead of putting your face so close to his.
They look nice.
Yes, as I was saying, if you could please just give me a reason for your being at Mossbank, as appreciative as we are of visitors.
Well, I came to admire the local sport.
Oh, the Battle of the Barbarians.
I think
Yes.
you know why we're here.
Yes, of course. That seems fantastic, and I'm sure you'll all do well. I don't participate in it, and I'm actually not interested currently.
You would be destroyed instantly
Yes,
into a paste. But continue.
He
You threatened
recognizes your natural intimidation.
Enthusiasm.
No. Yeah, sure, your enthusiasm. He can kind of tell that you're speaking the way you are because you are not necessarily the most charismatic person, if we can say.
No, I rolled pretty well on that one.
Oh, did you? Okay.
No, I don't know.
Well, my point being is that you prefer brawn over brain, clearly, as your name is Burley. His name is
keep
Burley.
on strength.
He goes, I will happily allow you into the town, but if you can, please consider helping us out if you're interested in earning a few gold pieces. Guaranteed, as you are not in the Battle of the Barbarians.
Oh, I am in the battle.
I have also participated.
But I'm saying you are not guaranteed gold if you unfortunately face defeat.
Where I care not for gold. I only wish to raise my god's name to the heavens.
Oh, well, that's a great example. This is a fantastic way to gain. You see, we have a problem in the. There was a murder recently, and we don't.
At the mention of a murder, like Rivon just perks up. It's like, there's been death about.
He notices you perking up and that was the sign that simply mentioning the murder was interesting to you. And he goes,
Yes, we need help, and if we're happy to give you 150 gold pieces, if you could just please identify the murder. No one here seems to really know what happened, and you all seem quite experienced in.
Yeah, but Riven, remember the murder between commoners, between the peasants, is quite common. So maybe.
Well, yes, you are correct, but we must bring this wrong to a right. We cannot just let this go through.
I'm more concerned he thought I'm going to lose the Battle of the Barbarians.
I do not think that. It's just it is a fight. It is not a guaranteed.
Yap. He yaps.
You, sir, seem to be willing to help. How about you, Sir?
Thalnor.
Sir Thalnor.
I'm Kathra.
oh, your
My
last
last name, yes.
Yes, Sir Thalmor. Thank you, friends. Can I accept this as a agreement? I'm happy to give you all the information we've already obtained.
I do not care for the goal, as I mentioned before. I just wish to wrong this right. I right this wrong.
Wrong this right.
Whoa, it's two colors.
This dude's a murderer.
Time to murder someone else.
So he seems surprised at your generosity. It's clear that he's not accustomed to people turning down gold.
I didn't turn down the gold, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, he probably noticed that, but he specified it. So
yes, you will help.
We will help.
I guess there is the smallest chance that I could lose. So yes.
Humility has a name, and it is.
Not his.
What was your name?
Look upon me and what do you think my name is?
Yes, humility has a name, and it is half naked. Is that your...
Burly.
Bro, that was...
Chesty.
Chesty. Burly Chesty. That would have been my second guess. So, allow me to give you some information. It is so incredibly sad, but dear Sylvia is presumed dead. And we are not sure who could have done this. We found blood in her house, and she is missing. And the only person who claims for her to be dead is her mother. She has confirmed it.
A tragedy. It's not funny. It's not funny.
The town overall, you will find, is split between who committed the murder. A jealous old flame named Norman Butterwelk. Or
Does she work in the butter business?
they are not in the butter business. No one is in the butter business here. I can assure you that.
You should get some butter.
Butter might be good. Or her husband, Horace. But if I'm being perfectly honest with you, I suspect it was Horace.
Horse.
Why?
Why could not have been the ex?
Well, I have seen no reason for why Norman would be murderous. He's been perfectly fine over the last few days. Very sad by the passing, because it's no surprise that he used to like Sylvia quite a bit. But her husband, Horace, well, he's a competitor of mine, actually. I am the mayor. Forgive me, my name is Mayor Amos Deppermont. I have just realized I have not introduced myself. Pleasure to meet you all, friends.
Little fool that you are.
Yeah. As I was saying, Horace is attempting to become elected as a mayor with the upcoming election, and it's been very stressful on him. And it's no secret that his relationship with Sylvia is quite rocky, at best. So I would recommend that you consider starting at the City Watch station, which is where Horace is certain to be. He is City Watch captain.
Oh, well. He knows plenty about killing, I guess.
That is probably very true. And also, if not there, perhaps you could also check out the shops that are open, though not many seem to be open currently.
And when will the barbarian fights take place? For my friend here does not wish to miss these.
I personally am not completely sure at what time the barbarian...
How do you call yourself mayor of this city and not know its events?
He is a small fool.
Yes.
Well, if I'm perfectly honest with you, the events are not strictly legal.
Not legal?
Well, they haven't been permitted by the city, and I've been trying to get to it lately just to make it official, but I have other things, other matters to attend to.
Dentist appointments.
Yes.
They
Yes.
are frequent.
You seem to be very wise, Dragonborn. But I suggest you speak to a young dwarf named Dave. He is the ticket taker.
It's a funny name.
Those dwarves, they do have funny names.
I will speak to Dave,
He should know more about
He's a ticket
master.
master.
the ticket taker.
Ticketmaster.
He takes tickets at the barbarian
Oh, makes sense.
battle.
Who let him have all this fun with this one guy?
Well, very well. What was your name again, Mayor?
Amos
Amos.
Deprimont.
Amos. We'll talk about these fights later. First, we have a murder to solve.
Yes, please. And just come back to me once you are convinced of who the murderer is.
Just one last question.
Sure.
Where were you the night of the murder?
We will take your testimony now, and you will deliver it to us truthfully.
When was the night of the murder? We only had confirmation of the body being buried by the mother yesterday, but previously then we don't know what happened. We just found the blood.
Sounds like we need to dig up the body.
That's not a very good idea.
We do things in steps
That's
here.
sacrilegious.
I would
Burley.
consult the mother before.
We will come
such an
back to your statement later.
Very
Better think
well.
of an alibi. And we go to well, shall we go speak to the mother? Get some initial details.
Seems like a good place to start.
Well,
Or Horace.
I would recommend Horace is definitely the person at the top
I,
of the list.
I would like to see the cause of death. What the mother found the daughter in, you know?
Burley is thinking.
If he seems convinced, then I'm willing to follow him through to see.
Very well.
Just so we get more an accurate.
Well, I know that the mother is actually, I believe she's away currently. You won't be able to. I don't
How
you can
convenient,
try her
Mr.
home.
Amos.
Well, you can try her home. I will happily direct you to it. But if she's not, I don't think she is currently home. But you're welcome to attend.
It's almost as if you don't want us to go talk to the mother.
I just offered to take you to her home. I'm only trying to expedite the findings. I have other things to attend to. I'm rerunning from Aya, for Christ's sake.
Dentist
for God's sake.
appointments. Who is this Christ? Who is he?
For Palmo's sake.
He sounds strong. Wise.
He is the carpenter god.
Turns water to wine.
That's pretty powerful.
You recommend we speak to Horace first.
Very well.
That would be my.
We will go down this track you have laid out. We will speak to Horace.
Well, by all means, if you find a better better option, just take it, please. All I'm trying to do is help you find it.
Let us
Horace?
let us set
Let's go
let
speak
us,
to Horace.
Let us set foot.
Very well. If you need anything, please just come find me, and I'll happily help you. A good day, gentlemen.
Good day.
Good luck on your campaign, man.
Day.
Oh, thank you very much. Although something tells me Horace won't be running for some time.
He chuckles to himself and walks away.
I'd wait for him to walk away a few feet before saying, "So he did it, right?"
Sure sounds like it. Doesn't want us to speak to the mother, who's away conveniently.
Pins it on,
on
his
vacation.
opponent in the
He's
race. He must
I just
have
want to
had.
get this solved so we can go see some barbarians fight.
I want his teeth.
I'm gonna make some good money on this.
Oh, you will have more money to bet too after this, I'm sure.
I will have his teeth.
All right, so we head towards Horace.
Horace in
So,
the city watch.
captain
So the watchtower.
He's also the husband of Sylvia, or
of the
the
daughter of the
deceased.
mother. He was the husband of the deceased, right?
Husband of the
yes,
deceased.
Horace was the husband of the deceased.
Allegedly deceased.
Allegedly deceased.
she's still alive in the ground.
We gotta check.
Buried
We
alive.
gotta check her grave
Exhumed the body,
forcefully
cast him revivify.
against her will,
How would it? Oh, she's still alive.
against the mother's will.
Oh,
Someone's will.
So, I made a mistake and I said that. I said that they don't know where the body was. They do.
They buried it.
Yeah, it wasn't missing. The body wasn't missing.
Okay, so she's dead.
The body wasn't found at the crime scene. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what I meant to say.
Oh, it was moved. Actually, after the fact.
Okay. Where'd they find the body then? I guess we'll find out
good questions to ask.
Next time.
when.
So-
Same mystery channel.
You're approaching the City Watch station. It's easily one of the more, let's say, larger buildings in that particular area. It's in the west side of town. As you start approaching it, you notice that despite it being pretty large, it could use a few touch-ups. As you start seeing, like, the closer you get to it, you notice that the paint is a little off, and some of the shingles on the roof are just hanging off. It clearly doesn't have the type of upkeep that it needs. And so, as you walk inside, do you guys immediately walk inside? Do you do anything else beforehand?
No,
Yeah,
I'd walk.
this is a public space. I walk inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you notice that the decor is totally outdated. and it also has a funky smell to it. You notice.
Too many men living in
It
close
just doesn't
quarters.
smell good.
Dank. Grimy.
And you see, kind of writing down, just hunkered over like a desk. You see a watchwoman. Clearly, she's clad in typical watchwoman armor, what you would imagine. It's like leather armor. She's a human, and her head is shaved. Ethan is laughing.
No,
Why?
I'm not, because I thought of a joke first.
Okay.
For later, for later.
You may interrupt if you want.
No,
if
no,
it's
no,
fun.
no. It has nothing to do with this. I just thought of a joke of something else.
So, so yes, you see this woman. She has a shaved head, and she's wearing a dark green watchman uniform. You notice as you approach that her forearms have tattoos of lions fighting each other. She does not notice you at all as you walk up. If you walk up,
Yeah, I just kind of like.
does not look up.
Excuse me, can we get some help over here?
She points up with a finger and she continues writing.
She's just
I
making
think-
me wait.
I think she did.
Does she know who you are?
Does she know who I am?
With questioning that, she immediately goes, "Oh, how can I help you?
We need your help.
What? Yeah, how can I help you?
Who are you?
Welcome to the watchtower, the watch station.
Who are you?
Oh, my name's Talia. I'm just a watchwoman here.
Horace. We need him.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's in the other room, but I'm sure he's a little busy. Maybe I can help you instead.
No.
Well, this is important matters. We're here to discuss about the
Important matters. Oh, well, you just said it, I guess.
Oh,
Is murder supposed to be secret? Well, I thought the whole town knew already.
Yeah, the whole town does know.
Does the town know
Yeah.
about the murder?
everybody
Oh,
knows.
yeah.
Half people think one person did it. Half people think the other.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
that's what I
gotcha.
thought.
What have you found?
This is the first place we've been to, so nothing.
We're new on this job.
Oh, well, it's strange you come here first. Oh, I guess it makes sense. This is the city watch station. We don't know much here. We did our best, but we couldn't really find too much.
Well, we want your supervisor, your
Ye-
captain, manager, whatever you want to call him.
We must question him.
Absolutely. If you can just give me a second now, I want to go into the room and let him know that you're here. Into his office.
Should we follow her? Just don't give him any time to prepare. Element surprise him.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes.
So she walks back towards his room.
Can't just barge in.
I immediately follow
What
right
the
behind
fuck?
her.
You follow?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Can't just barge. That's crazy.
The dead body away.
I'm a nobleman. I do what I want for the greater good.
Easy.
so you follow her.
Yeah.
Before she opens the door, are you sneaking or are you actually just straight up following?
Oh, -1 disadvantage to fucking. I'm a
So-
sneak. I'm gonna try this.
Oh.
Yes, you hear the metal clack. And the unstealthy nature.
3.
Oy, oy, oy. First character advantage.
No, that's a disadvantage.
3.
Yeah. Rough go.
Yeah, she immediately notices you. As she turns around, she goes, "Hey, hey, buddy. I asked you to wait over there if you don't mind."
No, you clearly told us to follow you, and I'm following.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, it was very clearly enunciated.
Oh well, I think you misunderstood. So if you could just wait right there, that'd be great.
I wait right there.
Well,
You said wait right there. I'm
She-
waiting right here.
if I could just direct you towards behind the desk, that'd be great. This is a matter of safety, if you don't mind.
Safety. You are the keepers of safety.
That is correct. We're trying to keep the safety, so if you don't mind staying behind the wheel of the line.
At this point, I'd walk up to Riven and I'd say, "Let's leave these public servants alone for now. They'll go and bring Horace to us. It'll be fine."
Fine. I will complain to the mayor later. And then turn around.
That's very appreciated, thank you. And she immediately opens the door and then goes inside, closes it. You hear a little lock behind her.
I do have to say it is quite suspicious that she just locked the door.
Yes, I believe Horace.
Maybe she's wary of you opening the door.
Or maybe these.
Which means we break down the door. No, we are in a watchtower. We cannot do
I
that.
think we'll get arrested.
We will get
If we
arrested.
want to go to those barbarian pits, I don't think it's a good idea.
And we have no clout in this city yet, so our name means
Well,
nothing.
I'm from the noble family of Umkathra, so
I've heard.
everyone knows me.
The mayor knew jack shit about that family when he told him, so
They should open a book and read. But okay,
I don't think he's capable.
I do not think many read here, nor I.
they don't get reading lessons when they're young.
I think it's
They're
just
made?
you and me, friend.
These are worker men and women.
That's so poor
And children.
man, poor.
So you want to hear, and she opens the door and comes out. And she goes, "Horse, see you now."
That was.
Plenty of time to make up an alibi. Good job, woman. And I just march past
Oh
through.
shit!
See, all right. She points to him as he passes by her.
He has taken many blows to the head,
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
as have I.
Well, you seem a little more.
But
Considerate.
I have given many more blows in retaliation. Why is that so funny? Why are you laughing?
It's out of character, not.
All right, so you guys walk into
Yeah.
the office. Okay, so you walk
Yeah.
inside and it's clearly a decorated office. You could tell him being the City Watch captain. He's done that for quite a few years. You notice Horace sitting at a desk, doing the same thing that Talia was basically doing, but paying a little more attention to you because he knew you were coming in. You see an older human that always has. You notice that he has a 5 o'clock shadow on him. And you notice that his gray eyes just look very, very tired. You can tell that he's not as fit as he once was in his younger years. Oh, hello. Come on in.
Horace, I'm assuming.
Yes, that's me.
Nice to meet you. I am
Pleasure to meet you.
Riven Farrowhill.
Amazing. Very nice to meet you. I'm sure your compatriots also have names, but if I can be quite honest with you, I'm a very busy man right now. I am incredibly busy, and my wife just died. So if you could please just help me understand what you need from me right now.
That is the reason why we're here. Your dead wife. Find out what happened.
Are you telling me to find out what happened?
No,
When you-
that we're here to find out what happened to her.
Oh, yes, that's fantastic. I'm so glad to hear that. Why are you in my office right now?
We need information. And
You
we
were-
believe that you might have it.
Who gave you the information?
No
gave-
one as of yet.
I know you're not of this town. Where do you come from?
Well, we met Amos in the front gates. He directed us here.
Amos told you to come here.
Yes, he's directed us here. He advised us to come talk to you.
Why would... Where do you come from? Where are you from?
Outside.
I'm from Waterdeep.
The roads.
Neverwinter.
That was really cool. Let it be known. From left to right. He takes a moment to think about it. He goes, how do I know that you're not here to cause further issues? How do I know that you're not here to cause problems for my election through...
He's here to bet on the fights. He's here to fight. I'm also here to fight. I have no reason to meddle in your town's petty politics.
If we cause problems, we can't go to the battle of the barbarians. I wouldn't miss that for the world.
That is... He thinks about it. He looks you up and down. Specifically you, Burley, a dragonborn barbarian.
Correct.
He notices that you're clearly a barbarian.
Yes.
He says, forgive me. You're right. I can tell you're here for the Battle of Barbarians. Please forgive my rudeness. I've been incredibly stressed, and as I've mentioned, my wife did just die, as you know. If you could please forgive my my assumptions.
You're forgiven.
Thank you. How can I help you, please?
Well, he clearly has some respect for you.
Your wife. When did you last see her? Alive, that is. Yeah, I'm putting the DM through the ringer now, huh?
Kyle,
What?
this plebeian has no respect for us nobles.
I know. Even
But for this,
For him, he has respect.
I have something that he clearly values. Burl.
Lord Burley.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
these backwater towns, Thalnor, I'll never understand them.
Far away from home, maybe. That's why they don't know me.
So I last saw Silvio at
Was it at home, at dinner, in bed,
In the ditch where you killed her?
inside her? Where were you?
Whoa.
I last saw her at the Hum Buddy.
Excuse me.
The Hum Buddy, like Hum and Buddy, the Hum Buddy. It's the town's tavern. It's just a small little inn. I'm embarrassed to say, but when we last were seen together publicly, I believe it was not necessarily the best representation of our love for one another. She decided to get into a bad mood, and she was in a bad mood, and we fought, and I think that was the last time.
Killed her.
Bitches.
Sorry, I'm taking one
That
step
time
too
of the
far.
month.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, I just took one step too far.
Am I under suspicion here?
Everyone
you
is,
be?
everyone is under suspicion.
How?
Everyone is guilty until proven innocent.
That's not how we do
Even
things here.
Sylvia could have killed Sylvia.
How? This is my wife we're talking about.
Stranger things have happened.
Despite that, I will tell you that was the last time I saw her. We live in separate homes.
Is that how you're trying to portray a happy
I'm gonna write
marriage?
down not the best relationship.
Separate
Well,
homes?
it makes sense. I am city captain. I'm city watch captain. I have a very difficult schedule that I need to keep up with, and Sylvia has mentioned that if she's gonna sleep alone, which she often has to do, she prefers to do it in the comfort of her own home. So I sleep in my house, and she sleeps in hers. We keep assets.
Very, very well. And who is this old flame that she has in her life to you?
Oh, Norman.
Norman,
Yes.
this man of Nor. What does he mean to you?
Well, he's not from anywhere called Nor, so you're aware. Him and I actually, we've known each other as children. We were kind of childhood rivals, if you will. I took the last guard spot out of school that he wanted, and he's not very happy about that. He's hated me since. And it's not a, as you mentioned, it's not a secret that he liked Silvio. I think, without giving too much blame, I have no proof, I think he's your man. I think he killed her in a jealous rage. I think she denied him in some way. It just seems to me like it all makes sense to me.
Well, I'll take your side of the story, but maybe you could help me with this. The mayor, Amos, seemed very suspicious of
You can
you.
help me.
I know you told me that last time you were seen it wasn't on friendly terms, but any other reason you would be suspected of this? Of killing your wife?
Look, I understand that the husband is always considered as a prime suspect, and I respect that, but in this case, it's simply not true. I loved her very much. We had our problems, of course, as all marriages do, but if it helps, I'm happy to take you to my home. You can look through there if you'd like. I'm not sure what more I can do to prove my innocence. Although I presume that you have no proof against me either, but
And when was this night that you last saw her?
that was 3 days ago.
3 days ago. No,
And where was she murdered?
We're not sure necessarily, but
Where
we
was
presume
her-
it was her home.
Her body was
That's
found.
where they found the blood. And you notice that as he starts talking about her murder, he starts tearing up a little bit. And he starts his voice is a little more hoarse.
He is
I
not
wrote down
hard like
good
I am.
actor.
cries on command.
Horace's voice got hoarse.
Yes, Horace's voice is hoarse. But he, he's clearly he's crying a little bit, trying to hold back, but also trying to appear like a city watch captain. So, if you'd like, I can take you to my home and you can look through there. if
Just
it
give
helps.
us directions and the key.
Well, no, I won't be doing that. You are strangers after all. But my
Trust
shift.
us, we're noble. We will not steal from you.
Well, I appreciate
about
that,
him.
and
I may.
I don't know about.
I'm sure you are trustworthy people, but one doesn't become City Watch captain by just giving people what they've asked for. So my shift does end at 4, so if you'd like to meet me here at 4 p.m., I'm happy to take you to my home and you can look around.
I guess if you're this untrustworthy, we'll just speak to Norman. Get his side and come back.
Well, you're welcome to go speak with him.
We will return.
You, yes, I suggested you do.
We will.
That's.
Ignore our burly friend here.
Yes, he looks at you and he kind of like an adult would look at a child, just remembering that they have to show patience towards this type of people. So he goes. He takes a deep breath and he smiles at you and he goes, "Thank you so much for coming to visit. Now, if you don't mind, yes,
Pounds his chest.
you're very strong. Enjoy the fights."
I will. Goodbye, cuckold.
He looks at you.
He got you there.
Yeah, he looks at you very angrily, and he stares at you until you leave.
Goodbye.
Doesn't respond.
I just walk
So
out.
shall we go speak to Norman?
I just like I know that wasn't right, but I just like chuckle as I walk out the door.
I got him. Got it.
Very brave.
I
like it.
My woman would have never had a twin, a secret flame, an old flame.
What would you have done to that old flame, or your woman for that matter?
I would have extinguished her, and the flame.
So you think Norman might be dead as well?
I do not care what happens to the man of Nor.
We can go check.
Oh, it is
Do we
up
know
to
where
us.
to find Norman?
No. Would Amos know where Norman is?
Are you talking about this like outside of?
Yeah,
yeah.
outside the office.
Outside the office. Yeah, you just you just hear Horace just yell through the door. He lives on the east side of town.
You are
guess-
he is so kind
for a
for a cuckold.
Talia, please get them out. You see her just kind of like laugh to herself, and she stands and goes, "All right, time to go.
Even she likes
Sad
it.
enough."
All right, well, I guess we should go to the east of town.
And find this
Norman.
man of Nor.
Yeah, I recommend you do. He'd be the first person on my list.
Only because he's your boss.
Norman's not my boss.
Well,
The
of course
other
he's
one.
your- yeah, exactly.
She shrugs, watches you leave, indicates the door,
East.
holds it open for you.
That is the door, yes.
Yes, you may go through it.
I might do anything I please, but I will go through it.
Well, goodbye.
I did not choose to have him as a companion.
Goodbye.
Do you say that as you walk out?
Yes.
You say that like behind his
Yeah.
back. So you
And like, as I walk, I was like, not even some tea or crumpets. What poor hospitality.
You were a dick, dude.
Conti
Okay.
Carlos.
Cunty Carlos. That should be my next character I play. That's a good point.
It's just his stats as a human being.
Actually, that's a good
Yeah,
exercise.
let me write that down.
Yeah, we should do that later.
All
write our
ones.
stats.
I got all ones. Except charisma. That's 2.